Mum.
Hello! Today, what are we going to be making, Rebecca?
A lemon drizzle cake.
A lemon drizzle cake. Rebecca loves lemon drizzle. So what we have to do, we have to get lots of our equipment together, don't we?
Yeah, but
so can you show us if you've got all your equipment here?
yeah, we've got a weighing scales.
Yeah.
Here. We've got a spoon.
Yeah. Got lots of little spoons as well.
Here.
Very good.
We've got bowls. Here. We've got cake tin.
We've got a cake tin there.
Here.
Yeah.
But you could use or a loaf tin or a cupcake cases and a cupcake tin. You can choose one of them, but we're making a cake tin. Greaseproof paper.
Yep.
Scissors.
Yep. What we have to, a whisk.
A whisk.
You could use a whisk, or you could use an electric whisk, or if you're really, really fortunate, then you might have a big blender or a mixer.
Yeah, and we have a lemon squeeze.
You do.
A
cooling tray. That will be over there, but don't worry about that.
One.
Oh, the skewer.
Oh,
yes, we've got a skewer. So this is like what you can make kebabs from.
Skewer. We've got a grater.
Yeah, a grater.
Grater. A pencil. A cooling tray's over there.
Yeah.
A pencil.
Yeah.
A
knife.
Bowl.
Yep, we've got all of that.
And a knife.
That's correct. So would you like to go through all the ingredients, Rebecca? And then we need to start weighing them out, don't we? But before we do that, if we look at the first instructions, what does the first instructions underneath method say?
Turn on oven to 180 degrees.
Okay, so we need to turn on the oven to 180 degrees. But if you've got a fan oven, which means it's got a fan inside, we need to put it to 160. Did you turn that on?
Yep.
Very good. Let me have a look. Oh, yes. Okay. Right. So the oven is on. The next thing we need to do is we need to line our cake tin. So here is our cake tin. So the best way to do this is we need to draw a circle or whatever size our cake tin is. So can we do that? Well done.
So they do it here.
Yeah. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so you've done a nice little circle there. That's brilliant. And then what we do is we need to cut this circle out, what Rebecca has made.
Yeah.
Okay. And what we need to do is we need to put some margarine into all on the sides, because what we want to do is to make this greaseproof paper stick to the sides. So hold on. Here we go, Rebecca. Here. There we go. There's some over there. Ready for our cake. So I just used like a little square of our greaseproof paper.
It is margarine.
That is margarine.
It's basically perfect for cakes butter.
That's right. Okay. Okay. And this one is a really good one, actually. Really good for making. You don't have to use butter. So you scrape a bit like this, and then what you have to do is put it all around the bottom and all on the sides as well.
But don't try and get it all on the bottom. You can miss a few spots, but not loads and loads and loads.
That's correct. Okay. And then what we need to do for the sides, what I do is I measure this out. Okay. So if we can, that's it. Very, very good. So if we can show that. Look, so we've got lots of margarine all inside there.
A bit too much.
No, that's fine. That is wonderful, because what you don't want to do is make your cake stick.
Yeah, it's really bad if your cake sticks in the tin.
So we've got our circle, and that goes in the bottom.
Yeah.
And the way we measure around here
If you go like that.
That's correct. So I put it round like that, so it's about that length. And then what we do is we cut that bit like this. So cut that bit off, and then what I do is just roll this bit so we've got it all the same.
Yeah.
Like this. This is a really good tip actually. You could fold it or you could roll it.
We roll it.
There we go. And just see what the height is. And then, Rebecca, if you can just put that round the edges of this cake tin.
Wait, do we unroll it?
You do unroll it. And then just stick it round the edges. And then we can get rid of all of this. Excuse me. Well done. Okay. So now what we need to do is, can you read out the ingredients, please? Everything, don't we?
2 lemons, 275 grams of granulated sugar, 175 unsalted butter, softened, extra for greasing tin, 200 grams stir flour.
SR flour. What do you think that means?
Sugar rated
self-raising flour.
And then
now, if you
1
have
teaspoon of baking powder, 3 eggs.
okay, so if people have allergies or intolerances, so there is flour that you can get which is called gluten-free. You can also get a egg substitute, and you can also get dairy-free spread, can't we?
Yep.
But before we do any cooking, what have you made sure you've done? You've washed your
Hands.
That's right, because we don't want to get anything into the food.
No.
And also you will see that Rebecca and I have both put our hair up because you don't want hair getting into the food either. So this is very, very important.
But I couldn't put my fringe up.
That's right. And we don't touch our hair while we're doing it. So what we need to do is weigh out all of our ingredients. Okay.
But first we can crack the eggs.
That's right. So we've got 3 eggs which we need to crack.
Okay.
So let's go through this.
No shell.
Good girl. And we do it separately so that if any shell does get into it, it won't ruin your cake, will it? And you won't get bits in it, which is a bit horrible.
Yeah, it's gross.
And if anybody has any questions, they can send them through, can't
Yeah,
they?
they can send it to the teacher, then they can send it to me.
Absolutely. And if you have any requests for a different recipe,
Tell the teacher and they'll tell us.
that's right, and we can make that for you. So we've got
I'm
the
gonna
3
wash my
eggs there.
hands now.
Okay. So if you go through to the
Bathroom.
That's right, well done. Okay, and remember, we want to recycle all of this, so we put it into the compost. The next thing we need is we need to weigh out the self-raising flour. So we need 200 grams. So if you look on the weighing scale, so let me put it down here. So we press ours. You can use a manual one as well. So here is our weighing scales. So this is on fluid ounces at the moment, so we're changing that to grams, okay? So make sure it's on 0. So we put our bowl on and then set it back to 0, okay? And then we need 200 grams of SR flour.
Okay. How much is that on there?
That's 62.
Do big scoops of this.
That's 137.
Sophie has that ground for my dogs.
Okay, so we put a little bit too much in there, if you can see. So there we go. So we've got 206,
It's meant to be
204.
It's meant to be 200.
It is meant to be 200. So we try and get it as precise as possible. There. Oh, we've got 1 in there now.
But it doesn't matter if it's 1.
Here we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Then we need, if you can put, how much does it say of the baking powder?
1 teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon, it says.
Do we put that into the flour?
You can put that into the flour. Very good. So put half a teaspoon. Okay.
When she means half a teaspoon, I'll show you. You don't want one like this.
You don't.
You want one like
Half.
this.
Perfect. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. This is very important because you only use at the moment 175 grams of the granulated sugar. It's nice because the granulated sugar gives it a little bit of texture. So can we put in 175 grams of granulated sugar, please?
It's a bit round.
Here you go.
I will.
That's it. Okay. So we've got 175 grams of granulated sugar.
And now we need
Then we need, let's have a look, some 175 grams of the butter.
How much is that again?
175 we need. You can just scrape the other way. That's it.
Like that. You have to make it so it turns white.
Okay.
You put every single thing into the thing. So first you put the flour and baking powder into the bowl. Then it's the sugar. And then it's the yeast.
That's lemon, sweetheart.
Oh.
That's lemon. We don't put any yeast in it whatsoever.
It was. Okay, then you pour the butter. Can you please pour the butter? And then after the butter, you pour the eggs. Okay, so after that, you start stirring it all together until it's a smooth texture. Then we start to scrape down the sides.
What we also did is we banged it so we didn't get all the air holes coming through there. Okay, so we're going to put this in the oven 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, well done.
Okay, so next you need a lemon and both lemons, your lemon squeezer and your knife. Okay.
So we need to be careful we don't cut the work surfaces, don't we? We should really use a chopping board, shouldn't we, young lady?
So cut the first one.
And I will cut this one so it doesn't.
Okay, but if you can't see any lemon seeds in these, you start squeezing it. But then when you start seeing, then you might start seeing the seeds. So, yep.
Give it a
And you
really
need your
good
bowl.
Squeeze, that's right. That's it.
Okay, now you've done this.
Need 100 grams of sugar, granulated sugar.
100 grams.
Yep, so it's back on the 0. If you can just, if I do that so we don't make any mistakes with this, you might need some help from your parents, so you tell me when to stop. Oh, we've got too much in there. That's okay. Don't worry about that, okay? So we're going to wait until our cake's finished and then we'll come back. Okay, we've got our lemon drizzle cake out of the oven and it is hot.
And we've got our skewer and our lemon sauce.
That's right. So because this is hot, you must wear oven gloves and protect your wrists. It might be good to get a mum or dad to get that out for you.
Yeah, I didn't do this.
Okay, so we've left it for about 5 minutes. Now what we're going to do is just stab it all over with the skewer. So for about 50 stabs. That's it, all over. That's it. Okay, careful not to break up the top part. Just some around the edges as well. That's right. Okay, let's stop there. And then let me just show the camera. So I'll put that in here so you can just see that we've stabbed it. Ooh, try and get that in focus. So we've stabbed that lot. Then very, very carefully, okay, do not touch the tin because the tin is boiling hot. Then very carefully, just stir the lemon and the sugar mixture. That's right.
It's really good now.
And then just
start drizzling.
Yeah, if you pull it close because you don't want it to drip all over the surface. So there we go, right next to it, and then just spoon it over. Okay, try not to flick it about.
But don't just pour it, because if you pour it, it'll just go in one spot.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to do it all.
That's right, because also what you want it to do is to soak into the cake, because this makes a really delicious lemony cake. Oh, got a little bit of the cake in there. That's okay, we'll put that on the side. That's lovely, and it's looking very, very nice.
It is looking, isn't it?
Oh, look at that. And then this will go quite hard.
Yeah.
So once Rebecca's finished putting all of this on, we leave it in the tin for about an hour so it all settles down and goes really cold. And by then the top should be nice and crunchy with all this sugar mixture, and it will have all soaked in. You've got a little bit here which has still not got any of the juice on.
You didn't start by going like that.
That's right, that's lovely. Now what you can do is you can slice this up, and you could put it into tin foil and put the different slices into the freezer so you can take a little bit out at the time, and then you can defrost in the microwave or just eat it all. I think that's what your daddy will do, won't he? Mm-hmm. Or you could just bless somebody with it. But it's really, I don't know. Would you like to give this to somebody?
Dad does like a good
Dad does like a good lemon drizzle, doesn't he?
I think that's done.
Do you?
Okay. But we can actually do. We'll pour a tiny bit on like this.
Okay. Don't think we need much of it. That's it. Okay, we can stop that now. There we go, we're not going to put it all in there. So you probably need about 3 tablespoons of the mixture. And I can just see it bubbling up as it's just soaking into those holes. So look at that. It's nice and glistening now. It's dripping. It is because we've got a loose bottom in the tin. But okay, so we're going to leave that for an hour now. Okay, and we'll come back soon.
Okay, so it's been an hour, so now it's time to cut the cake. Okay, I'm going to try some of the cake. Okay, you're going to get this piece, because this piece is for my dad. Nice and yellow. Okay, so I'm going to try a little bit of it. That is good. Goodbye.